real quick before we get into this video, my college is doing a 24-hour live stream with the charity Extra Life. It's starting on November 2nd at 8 p.m. EST, going into November 3rd, and I don't know if that time's real. I can change. I'm not in control of it. So if you can show up and not only support Extra Life, but also my college's esports, there's a link in the description and on screen right here to the Twitch channel. This will all be happening. There will be donation links on there, and I'll keep announcing it and also post a note or community post when it happens. Thank you in advance, and on with the video. Do you like niche little games that have the most basic story that's never expanded upon, like at all, while also having puzzles that are easily solvable because of Steam guides? No? Just me? Well, I'm talking about Helltaker anyway. For the sake of simplicity, I'm not going to be talking about Examtaker because I'm gatekeeping an achievement. But in Helltaker, you play as the Helltaker, a guy whose only goal in life is to get a demon harem, and making any mistake could cost his life, running out of moves or saying the wrong thing to the girls. But he's got to do it for the harem. And this is because he just had a vivid dream one day. And only when he gets his harem, realizes that while life with a demon girl harem could be short and painful, he might as well have the most of it. Which, you know, for a game I completed in 10 minutes, there's not a lot of story for it. However, you're not here for the story, are you? You're here, of course, for the gameplay. The gameplay is essentially the same thing throughout until around the end. It's solve puzzle after puzzle, talking to each girl and dying only to solve the same puzzle again. This happens 8 times with 8 different girls, technically 10, but we'll talk about that later. And then you get to the absolute gauntlet that is level 9. In level 9, you try to break free and are basically fighting one of the girls. And this entire level is about memorizing and recognizing attack patterns for about 4 phases, trying to convince the girl to join your harem. Now, let me tell you, this level is difficult. When I first played through the game, I spent a good hour just trying to learn everything about these attack patterns, what to avoid, when to attack, and whatnot. But returning back to this fight after only beating Margit in Elden Ring, I did it with ease, only getting hit like 2 or 3 times. And that's like the only real difficult part about the game. At least the part that I struggled with, since I'm a nerd who loves puzzles and flew through those easily. And the game ends with you going around giving each of the girls pancakes, but there's also a secret ending where we find out the big fly narrating the entire story is also a demon girl, which what better time to start talking about the characters. There's of course the Helltaker you play as, Pandemonica, who's tired, Modius, who everyone simps for, Cerberus, which are 3 girls combined by the soul, Malina, who's sour all the time, Strada, this girl who, as the name entails, is a jerk, Azazel, who's an angel, Justice, who radiates coolness, Lucifer, who runs hell, and Judgment, who has the boss fight. Each of these girls have their own little banter after you complete levels, but it's really nothing added. It's just trying to convince them to join your harem. Which takes us to the art. The art style in this game is absolutely phenomenal, setting an almost uncanny tone throughout the game. And it was made by the actual developer of the game, which I was kind of shocked about, because they basically put everything on themselves when developing besides the music. And the art just adds to that eerie yet comfy vibe taken throughout the game, having just an immaculate vibe because of it. And Helltaker has taken up most of my time than I'd like to admit, and I still can't tell if I regret playing it, so I'll get back to y'all on that. But that's about all my thoughts on it. I wanted to talk about this game because of another game I want to talk about in the future, but felt I needed to talk about this one before because I want to reference it. And also apologies if this video is short and rushed. I really wanted to start announcing that Extra Life thing and needed an upload to start talking about it. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one.